This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Hey, let's talk about Pride. October 21st, 2006, Pride holds an event here at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. Shane's actually there. And there's lots of speculation that, hey, maybe WWE is going to consider getting into MMA events. And apparently there was at least a meeting on November 17th in Stamford, Connecticut, with Dream Stage Entertainment officials, the parent company of Pride, and the meeting focused on how we could do some business together. What do you remember about Pride and WWE having a conversation?
Well, shit, when Pride first, even before Pride had their first event in Japan, I met with them in Japan with Victor Quinones. And when I say I met with him, very informal. Took me to their dojo. We met. They talked about their new promotion and what they wanted to do. But here it was nothing more than, Shane likes MMA. Shane went out to their fight. So I guess if he's there, then that must mean something other than him being a fan of the product. We did meet with them just about whether or not there was interest, and no different than anybody else coming in and saying, hey, we have a product. We'd like to know if this is something that would interest you guys, if you'd want to be a part of it. And that's really all it was.
I think the first time he becomes like a big part of the storyline efforts is when we see him associated with Mike Tyson in early '98. What was Shane's role? Because I know he did more than just what we saw on camera for the whole Tyson situation.
Well, Shane was right there, man. When Mike was ready to do business with us, Shane was right there to be the guy that was going to walk Mike through every process, and basically kind of lived with Mike, for lack of a better term, to assure that if Mike needed to be somewhere at 1:00, Shane got him there at 12:45 and did whatever it took and went through, all those machinations of taking care of Mike. And that's why when I would hear these horror stories about Mike Tyson and not any of it did we experience. Not saying they aren't true, but I'm saying from our experiences with Mike Tyson during that time, Mike was an absolute joy to be around. Great guy, professional all the way through. And Shane was a big part of that, being that liaison and being with Mike and giving Mike that comfort to know that everything's going to be okay. And it was constant. I think that Shane and Mike developed a good friendship out of that.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.